Hello everyone, welcome back to Classic Automotive Services. So this week we've not got a great deal to show you this week, but we've got some updates. Purple Stag, that's all done, finished, and ready for a road test. But unfortunately, due to the poor weather we've been having for the last 3 days, quite frankly, it's been absolutely pissing it down, which is great. I haven't been able to road test it because I'm not going to take it out in the rain. So it's all done and finished apart from road testing it, and then keep it clean and valet, ready for the customer to come pick it up. We did have to have the radiator recalled when we took the radiator out to the viscous coupling, because the viscous coupling had locked up on it. The radiator core was actually really rotten. So how it was holding coolant, I do not know, but it was, and it wouldn't have been holding coolant for much longer. So we had to have the radiator recalled, and well, the car was pretty much finished midweek. But yeah, unfortunately due to weather, weren't able to take it out, which is unfortunate. But as soon as the rain clears up, we will be road testing it, get it washed and validated, and the customer's jumping up and down itching to get it back, I think. So he's really looking forward to using it and having it back on the road, as it's been in bits for a number of years now. So he's really looking forward to driving it. So, and then Bristol, we've got the cylinder heads back on it. So we've rebuilt all the cylinder heads. We've got photographs of all the cylinder heads in bits and been rebuilt, so we'll add them into the video. We started cleaning up the engine and got all the pistons decoked, checked the bores, and there was no wear in the bores at all. At some point this engine has had quite a major rebuild. The bores still look brand new, the pistons really nice and new still, and it's on 30 thou overbore, so it's 100% been rebuilt. So we've got the heads back on. I'm just in the process of rebuilding the rocker assemblies and changing the broken rocker, so we can get them back on and get the inlet manifold cleaned up and back on, and we're getting close to getting this engine back together and up and running again. And then once it's up and running, you've got to sort the brakes out because it has no brakes. One of them things that happens when a car's been sat for a number of years. So we'll get them sorted out, and this is another one ready to go. So we have got another Stag coming in, and like I keep saying, I don't know where these Stags keep coming from, on Thursday, which is in for a major restoration. So that's again a real long-term project. It's just been stripped down back to bare metal, all the welding work done, started again. So that's going to be nice to have in alongside the TR8s, having them two projects over the winter months when they arrive. Obviously we're going to start it beforehand, but this trade tends to drop off a little bit during the winter, because you've not got so many in out jobs where people are using their cars. So it's nice to have the rebuilds in for that period, which I'm very pleased about. But we're going to have a look at the rocker shafts. So we've got the rocker shafts here, which have obviously got to be cleaned up and all sorted out. Maybe reface one of the two of the rockers. The tiniest bit of wear on, and that one's got a little bit of wear, so just give them a little tiny bit of a reface. Replace the broken one, and that's all that needs doing. Obviously we've got the old bent valves, which well, is scrap. One thing I was going to talk about is lapping valves in. So when you lap a valve in, I've seen people do it with drills and to try and speed it up. Don't do it, because all you're going to do is destroy your valve guides. It's going to put a lot of wear in your valve guide very quickly. So the only way to do it is with a valve guiding stick, which is one of them, and some valve guiding paste. So it's the only way to do it properly. And when you lap a valve in, obviously you clean them all up first, so all nice and clean and decoked and everything. The sealing face here, what you're looking for is a nice solid line all the way around, like a darkish grey colour after you've lapped it in, with no pitting. And if you can see on that inlet, it's got a tiniest bit of pitting actually on it there. So you after no pitting, because that's not going to seal properly. So you've got to have a continuous line all the way around the valve, and the same on the valve seat. And if you do that, you won't have any issues with compression or anything like that. Not from the cylinder heads anyway. So yeah, don't use drills and power tools on doing your valves. Yes, it hurts your hands after a while, especially when you've got to do 2 cylinder heads. But it's the only way to do it properly. If you do it properly, you won't have any issues. Simple as that. So unfortunately, that's really all we've got this week. I suppose we can have a quick little walk around the Stag, as it does look very nice if you want to look at the camera on the Stag. So she has got to have a final wash and a polish, but it does look very, very nice. The interior we showed, I think it was last week's video. That is all completely finished now. Dashboard's all cleaned up. It's absolutely, it's like brand new. So that's how it is. You know, they're lovely cars. So it's to be honest, this is exactly how I would have a Stag. The colour, everything, bar the wheels, they're not my choice, and I would personally have a manual, not an auto. But other than that, that's how I'd have a Stag. So it's a lovely car. So it will look even better when it's had a wash and a polish. So although it doesn't need much of a polish, but we'll give it one anyway. So we're going to keep it short and sweet this week. So that's all we've got time for. As we haven't really got much of an update this week because we've been cracking on with the Bristol and finishing off this. So we'll see you next week with the new arrival, and we'll have a look around that at what needs doing and how bad it is. So please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.